Hi, it's Vikki Reed with Paint by Heart. Today I'm going to do a video on painting a floral from beginning to end, all the way through. You know, it's easy to start a painting and be carefree, but it's more challenging. I always want to know how are you going to finish that? Because you know, it's easy to be free and get started, but how do you bring it home? So what I'm going to demo is this floral here, this floral study. I did get this done in just over an hour. And so, but I'm going to try and trim a little bit of time off that because I know, well, I get impatient. I don't want to sit and watch a video for an hour. Going to be using golden fluid acrylics, also using some Liquitex and some, I guess, the Liquitex basics. I may get involved in the painting and fail to tell you what I'm using. So if you want to send me an email at Vikki@paintbyheart.com, I will be happy to send you the supply list. And of course, I would love it if you would sign up for my mailing list. All right, I did a Google search and found this reference, which I'm not going to go from specifically. I get in trouble when I start trying to replicate details. It's a way to get very stiff in a hurry. So I'm going to turn the camera down onto the canvas and let's get started. Yay. Okay. All right. There we go. See if we can straighten it out a little bit. Can you see? Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do, same way I started the other one, is to get it a little bit wet. Not all over. The canvas is gessoed, and just gonna get it wet. When I started the other one, I was thinking about something my mom used to do, which was to just drop the paint on the surface and make flowers that way. And maybe we'll do that one day, just play around with that. But for today, I should get these out. This is not organized the way I need it to be, and I don't have my paper palette ready. I thought I was all ready. But the rest of my pigments, I like to leave them in the same place on the painting table so that I can kind of reach out and they'll be right there. It's sort of a starts to be a kinesthetic memory. And that's really helpful when you get in the flow of painting. So I'm gonna use I want to do three main, I guess they're black-eyed Susans. And I'm going to lay them out in sort of a triangle shape. As you can see here, this is sort of a triangle shape there. And that's what we will do. Just going to start with the center of the flowers. Okay, that was Sepia, Holbein Sepia. Quinacridone gold and the fluid acrylics, and those are the center of the flowers. Now we'll get some Diarylide yellow, I think is how you pronounce that. Diarylide. I'm using the heavy body here because the painting's very wet. The whole key to the control, if you want to call it that, of water media is knowing how to manage your water and your pigment, how much water to how much pigment for what control. This one is going to show the, this one's a little bit sideways. So is this one, tipped a little different direction. And then this one, the third one, is more of a full on. Together. A little different color tone here. This is primary yellow, golden, primary yellow, heavy body. And we will. And remember, when you're doing this, you always have so many more chances than you think. So don't worry if it doesn't look right to you. You get more and more and more chances as time goes on. All right, I'm going to put out a little bit of Cobalt Teal of the Liquitex. This is soft body, and get a little more going here on the canvas. It's looking a little lonely. Just wanted to show you the placement of those 3 flowers to begin, and get a little green going in there. You can refine all of this down. I know it looks kind of messy and sloppy right now. That's actually really good. Let's bring in a little more green, a little pink. This reference has some irises in it, which I didn't have in the first piece, which might be fun. But I do, like I said, I have to be careful about when I get a photo reference and I look at it too carefully, I get really caught up, and it is not the direction I want to go. Let's see, I want some more yellow over on this side. So the light is gonna come from this side, light's coming in this way, and so I'm gonna have dark behind the light, and this side will be lighter. Just planning that out. Let's get a little more, need a little white coming in here. I want a little sort of vanilla-y tone on this side. If it's all high key color, your eye won't know where to look. So there has to be some rest for the color. Can't all be high key. Let's just place the vase here just a little bit. I'm gonna have it coming down this way. A straight vase is much easier than a round one, just for, at least for me, to make it turn out. Let's throw a little pink in there. It's a little muddy. Still muddy. Interesting. For me, I know instantly when a color doesn't look right. I guess that's probably one of my superpowers, is the color. It's important to know what your strengths are and kind of work towards those. You know, it's just not an area that I struggle usually. All right, so I'm avoiding some of the wet into the wet here because I want to have that delineated more. So as I'm trying to do this all in one sitting, I've got to move around the page thoughtfully so that I don't have to stop. Now, normally I would not paint it all in one sitting because it's good to take a look at what you're doing and evaluate it. It's much better to step back and see what's working in your painting and what's not. But this is just a, you know, free-for-all here. So we will see what happens. I'm also risking not having clean water. You know, I should have brought an extra bucket in here, but I don't want to leave and go get water. So that's another thing I would be changing, is I would refresh my water. But we'll just see what happens, and you know, you always learn, right? I always learn. I'm always learning new stuff. For me, the acrylic is a new medium. I've only been painting it since 2016, so only 4 years. So to me, it's relatively new after painting watercolor for, I don't know, almost 30. And I still have a lot of my watercolor habits. You know, like in acrylic, you don't have to paint around. But I'm doing that right now because of the wetness of it. So we're getting the canvas covered, which is good. Kind of starting to see placement. There's the vase gonna be. Shadow. Want this part light. My brush just went in my mouth. I'm glad you couldn't see that. That's another kind of maybe not the best habit. So yeah, kind of looking like a mess right now, but that's the thing. You know, creativity and fear are antagonists. It's so much better when there's a way to mitigate the fear and just keep moving in your painting, because it always goes through stages, and some stages can be really unattractive, like adolescence, you know? Okay, let's redefine these flower centers a little bit. I think we're getting the dryness that will. So, hard to organize my words right now, but the way to control, if it's wet into wet, you can't control it. If it's dry, you can control it. See how it's not spreading out now. So, forgetting where my light source is though. So we will put the those centers back in. You can see how that's not spreading out. Although part of my paintbrush just lost a little bit of its handle there. Okay, so there we go on that. Those start to get a little more definition. And we can go back in here now as well and add a little bit more. Let's have them have a little bit of curve, not be straight out. Get a little yellow going in there. A little more primary yellow. I might be sorry I put all this water on here because it might take quite a while to dry. So it might be wise to absorb some of that. I'm not sure it's really doing anything. It was a little bit of fun drama. Oh, are you kidding me? I don't have any paper towels? Well, that is a terrible, terrible development. All right, well, we're just gonna then use regular towels. And that's how that's gonna go. Okay. Artists are problem solvers, so you know, when you don't have what you need, you use what you have. Okay, this is Phthalo Green Blue shade. We're gonna throw some of that in here and see what we can do around these guys here. Start to carve that out a little bit more. I said I was going to do irises, or at least indications of irises. So let me add some of that. You can see that where it's wet, it blends. Where it's dry, the paint stays. That's basically water media in a nutshell. You just need to know when to do what, and you've got it. Let's get some purple going in here, I think. Right? If you knew when to do what, you would know how to do everything. There. I just taught you everything I know. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's add a little more ultramarine to that. Oh, maybe those aren't irises. They're sort of a maybe lupine. Is that what that is? But it's a great color, right? Okay, that's a little muddy. I gotta avoid that for now. I'm starting to carve out some of these shapes. Still a little wet. Let's do one of those lupine shapes up in here. There we go. And maybe up here. That doesn't need to be distinct, I don't think. Okay, now I have not liked my pink so far, so let's see if we can get a little nicer pink going in here. That's a little bit better. In the first one I did, I sort of had an indication of roses, but I don't think we need to do that. Feel in need for a little red. This is a Naphthol Red Light. It's a soft body. I don't know that they're making this form anymore, but I sure do love it. Let's get it in here just. I don't know what those are. It's just color, just dabs of color. All right, let's go back into the vase and see. Okay, again, the light's coming from this side. I've got to remember that. And so that's going to come around to show the dimension and be shaded on this side here. So I'm using my towel to dry off my brush, get the moisture out of the brush when I get it out, when I've gotten the paint off, I get it out of the water, using the towel to get the moisture out of the brush before I load it again. That's definitely a watercolor habit. All right, getting the dimension of the vase here. That's another thing I would look at if I was gonna step away from the painting, and then I could see if the vase was straight up and down or too long or what. Okay. I'm going to go back into the flowers again and add some more color and definition. How are you guys doing? We're 20 minutes in. Should be a third of the way done. What do you think? All right, I can't hear you. Normally when I'm painting, I'm not talking, so that's a little more of a challenge for me. I need a bunch more of that. I like that yellow, and of course you don't want to make it consistent all over, just in spots. And remembering that the light's coming this way, so of course I got to take some of this dark out of there. I made that too intense on the one side. But that's the thing about acrylic, it's so easy to go over. Even that, it's easy to go over. Let's get a little definition in the in here. And very important not to be too consistent. So uninteresting to have the same brush mark, the same touch everywhere. Much nicer. In fact, let's have a little lighter yellow yet. That was a little wet. Okay. Okay, that's looking good. Now, let's add even a little more definition there. And then we're going to have this side should be lighter. There we go. That's already better. Get a little bit. This is the Quinacridone gold. Don't use your fingers. I do, but don't do it unless you got gloves on. All right. Need a little more phthalo blue. And we'll bring a little more drama in here. I think I need to tone that down a little bit. It's a little bit intense. Okay, we'll carve this out a little bit more. The lupine there. Bring this down. Carve this out. I haven't actually decided where the center of interest, where the focal point is. Probably right here. So let's with a mind for that. It's a little bit too consistent on the color. Well, it's nice. Break that up a little bit. That's kind of fun. This is looking a little static here, so we're going to need to break that up, obviously. And thinking about the lines, I don't want it to be a straight line across, so kind of move up this way. Might be time to get that little thing off, the little piece of brush off the, there we go, off the canvas. Okay. Let's have a little lighter tone on the other side with the background. Let it move across in a gentle way. Leave some of these parts. Might need to go back over that, put a little bit more back in. Okay. All right, we got a little something going on here, a little something. Let's get the shadow. Let's find the shadow of the vase so we can have that. Uh-oh, time to splash. I can feel it. I need to lighten up. need to lighten up, so I need to throw a little paint around because I can feel myself getting tense. So let's just get some, let's get some juicier paint going here and fling some paint around. Ready? There you go. That's better. Oh my God. That's better, yeah. I was getting a little gloomy in here, getting a little tight and gloomy. Okay. So we wanna keep things varied. Don't want things to get too static. Wanna keep it playful, keep it light. I want to move this, get this vase moved around, move the color around it. Quinacridone Magenta. I'm going to add a little pink into the vase. Probably having trouble with my pink because my water is so messy, but we're gonna see this through the best we can. I kind of like what's happening right there. That looks kind of cool. I'm definitely not gonna cover that up. And looks like a petal. Oh, see, that's, so we can lift off when you splatter too. I'll show you that another time. We'll be more intentional about that. All right, let's find the bottom of the vase and bring a shadow over. I hope it's flat. Okay. That's gonna work. We'll soften the edge, so you can see it's dry here, so we can just soften that up a little bit. That's good. Bring this down a little bit. I like to throw a little more purple in there. Yeah, oh, that's nice. I like that. Okay, that's a color we need more of in here. So this is Dioxazine Purple, Liquitex Basics, and some white. That is making my eye happy. That's the thing. If you are in your painting, paying attention, you'll know when it's working and when it's not. If you're too caught up in trying to make it look like what you see on the reference, you will probably not be in your painting. And if you're knotted up in fear, you will probably not be in your painting. But if for some reason you can let go and be completely in your painting, it will basically show you what to do, and that is just the best. Let me just tell you, that's when you step back and you say, whoa, I painted that? Oh my God, that's amazing. So, I'm seeing some things that I'm liking here. I'm seeing a lot that I don't. And yeah, I'm a little intimidated because you guys are watching. At least I think you're watching. And I want to look good. You know, I want to do a good job. Let's just throw a little white on top of that because that's fading right into the background there. So, and it's I'm definitely finding it a challenge to keep talking. Because the left brain, the right brain wants to do more, and the left brain's trying to keep up, and it's struggling a little bit. So we're going to bring this dark in through here. This is kind of fun. I don't know what this flower is doing, but it's working there. And I'm kind of liking what's going on here too. Then as we come across, we'll let it get, you know, lighter. And then this dark has to weave down through, obviously. A smaller brush. And I want some more getting a little dull up at the top for my eyes, so I want to, there we go. Oh yeah, see what a difference that makes? That is a golden green gold. Oh, yes, please. Yeah. Yes, please. A little bit more of that. So, looking pretty good. We'll just weave this through. We gotta weave some dark through, some leaves and things through. Still really like that. That's what I mean when the painting just gives you something that you could have never figured out yourself. Keep it in view here. I'm not paying attention. Let's have a little bit of the dark green under this flower here. Got to start showing that. Sorry, I can't talk the whole time. Okay. Oh, I don't want to lose that. I don't think the leaves need to be spelled out completely. You just make indications and soften that a little bit. Oh yeah, that's nice. Really like that. Needle going up this way. How we doing? Ooh, 2/3, man. Gotta get going here. All right, so we need some dark weaving through here. And a little more dark under here. Feel like I need a little line. I've got a little line dependence. Gonna throw some you know, I just feel better. I'm trying to make myself happy. Oh, that's pretty. Might be a bit much. All right, so a little more dark weaving through. I don't know what these shapes are. It doesn't matter as long as I don't get too caught up in it. The color is pretty. And need to soften it up though. Okay, this is going straight up, and that's not good. All right. Let's blend that a little bit. It's a little too scratchy. All right, let's define that pink a little bit more. We'll start carving these colors out and try and keep it under. I like to keep it under an hour because I know you're being very patient to try and see how it's going to come out. One of these days, I'm going to learn how to do editing, and then I can come in and out and go get paper towels when I need them and things like that, huh? Okay, obviously the paint is a lot more dry now, or the canvas, and so more control is possible. Whatever we got going here. I don't know what these are, but I do like that color there. This is really pretty in here. I like the, oh, geez, I was gonna leave that, remember? I like the red next to the pink. Oh, I like that too, huh? Tempting to put it everywhere when you see something you like, but that is not a great thing to do. A little more color differentiation in these, what'd I say? Black-Eyed Susans. Scoot that out a little bit. Better. It's a little overstated. We'll let it be. Let it be like that. Some yellow in this area here. I kind of like what's going on there. It just looks like a different formation of flowers. Checking the time. Oh boy. Getting close, you guys. So I hope you're enjoying this video, and I hope you're painting. And if you have specific things that you want to see, do let me know. I want to be putting out things that really help you get excited about painting, get excited about creating, and have you spending time in the studio or in, you know, creating, because that's such a great, it's just what we need right now. That's what we need. Makes the world a better place when people are happily creating, and I think we can all agree that that would be a benefit. That's getting muddied up in there. All right. I feel nervous because I feel like I'm running out of time. I know that's crazy, but let's get some of that cobalt turquoise, or is that right? In there again, cobalt teal, and introduce that color back. I love color, obviously, and I think that color can make you happy. I know it can be a healing thing. I know that. That's kind of how I choose my colors, is how they feel. And so I lost my train of thought. But, oh, I know what I was going to tell you, is that Ralph Waldo Emerson said, nature laughs in flowers. And I love that. Nature laughs in flowers. So this can be a nature laugh for your wall and bring that sweet sound inside. All right, let me focus on what can be done to bring this home in the best possible way in the time that we have. I might want to splash it again. Let's see. I think I want a little bit of definition in the pink. I'm going to use Permanent Violet Dark to do that. Bring a little more definition into the Black Eyed Susans. Can't believe I've haven't changed the water. Let's bring some of this down in here. Well, that's a nice addition. Let's bring a little more of that red through. It's very, it's only in a couple spots. Yeah, I like that. And we'll bring it back through into here. And yes, I am making this up as I go along. That's what we all do, right? You can do it. You can absolutely do it. I have complete faith in you. All right. So we'll just add a little more definition to that, and notice that I'm not making it the same all the way around, because it definitely won't look natural if you do that. That was probably too much. Let's get some more yellow. I really do crave that primary yellow, baby. Might need to spatter it one more time. I'm definitely not going to go over an hour. I want to keep to my promise. So that you can get back to what you were doing before. And hopefully, you know, it was fun and relaxing. I do like watching people paint. I just get impatient, you know. All right, there's a couple of places I want the dark, and I really do think it could benefit from another spatter. Me fill in a little bit more dark, and then I am going to call it. I guess I can't sign it because it's too wet down here. Wait, I want to put a little more dark back behind there. And maybe bring it down through a little bit more. Anyway, hope you get the idea. Hope this was helpful. Email me for the supply list if you want. And happy painting. Let me know what else. This is a lot of instructions. Let me know what else you might want to see in the way of painting. And we'll see each other again soon. Yeah, we'll just sweep that down through there. Oops, I covered up that red. Oh well, I can add it back. All right. Maybe I'll just splatter one more time. Just for freedom's sake. And we'll call it there. All right, you guys, Vikki Reed with Paint by Heart. Thanks for watching. Take care. Happy painting.